Okay, welcome everybody. Very happy to have you here. Thanks for joining the first introductory session of the FibStalker Methods Coaching Program. This is the fifth edition of this program. It has been going on since October 2014, and I'm very happy to have you here. I think I was mentioning before, you actually did the right choice to be here, and you will see you will get a lot of information that is not readily available to the public. So in this first part, and actually today's webinar is going to be in 7 parts. In this first part, I'm going to give you a brief introduction of the FibStalker methods, talk very briefly about myself as well, and see what we are going to cover today as well. So welcome again. Today is November 26, 2016, and this is the webinar 0. It's the first week of your new program, and this is the fifth edition of the FibStalker Methods Coaching Program. Just a little bit about myself. This is me, and thanks for joining. I have a background in computer science engineering. Started and worked for Accenture for 10 years. I have an IT consultancy background. In 2010, I completed my master's in finance. And then become a certified market technician in 2012. I'm an active contributor to two national chapter of the International Federation of Tech Analysts, the Canadian one and the Italian one. I started trading in 2000 while I was still working, and I committed myself to research in 2003. I only understood, unfortunately, in 2006, the importance of, welcome Diego, the importance of mentoring. And since 2001, when I really started getting into it, I spent 20,000 hours I have 20,000 hours of total market exposure. I I had to research, and I had the luck of meeting mentors like Van Tarp, Ivica Jurasic, David Asley, and Jody Napoli. And in 2009, I started packaging what I've learned in order to start helping other traders as well, actually to avoid the same problems I had before, particularly finding good mentors. And I launched FibStalkerTrading.com in 2012. I have a number of initiatives within this company and website, the FibStalker Methods Coaching Program, which is this program. I also have an intraday system, and recently I've launched the trading signal service as part of my Winning with Algos community. I have a legacy blog called FibStalker.com. You can go there. There's a lot of interesting articles as well. And recently I became CSTA National Board Director, particularly with responsibility in the Toronto GTA area. For the International Federation of Tech Analysts, I published 6 papers and studies, and I'm a premium contributor to FX Street, which is the largest global portal for retail forex trading. And I also have a number of weekly activities and shows. I have the FX Street FibStalker weekly show there on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. So if you are interested, you can join me there. There are a number of companies and shows have collaborated with, and recently I'm collaborating with the Money Show. I'm very often invited in speeches in North America and Europe as well. And in February 2016, this year, I've been invited to New York at the Traders Expo as well. So in terms of research, I've been publishing a number of research, particularly the examination of linkages between money management and trading goals, that shows how money management techniques can help not only reaching return objectives, but also can help reaching trading goals. And trading goals can be defined in a much broader way, not only results, not only performance. And I've studied a lot Fibonacci, and particularly new ways of using Fibonacci, and that's basically the edge that you're going to learn, one of the edges you're going to learn in this program. I've also studied high frequency trading. Particularly, I was interested in the effects that high frequency trading can have on my edge, which is modeling algorithms using new ways of using Fibonacci. So today, this webinar is going to be in 7 parts. You can always interact on the on the on the chat. I don't choose the live speaker on your side because that becomes very confusing. But you can ask any question on the chat. I'll be very happy to answer anything. So the agenda for today, you're going to look at what is this program all about. There are 2 content and supporting websites and 2 different forums as well. The differentiators, why this program has been successful for now a number of people, and how we do things differently. In fact, doing things differently is key, because if we do things like all the other traders and people who actually want to trade the market, we end up producing the same results. 95% of traders lose money in the market. And I will also talk about the difference between smart and dump money and what you can do with the smart and dump money analysis. We'll talk very briefly about the philosophy, which has to necessarily be different from whatever else you read on websites or on books. And we'll touch very briefly on sticking points, objectives, and expectations. I'll give you the first assignment. It's a very simple assignment. And it is important that maybe you watch the videos that are there in the members area. I'm going to show you. And this is basically a discussion of the sticking points, the objectives, and the expectations that previous students had. And I've collected all this information in a number of videos. I want you to review that and check whether you recognize yourself in those points, or you have new points you want to bring to my attention. And as I mentioned, this is not a course, it's a program, which means I take you by hand and I guide you throughout the process, which means that each and every one of you will have different needs or different level of development in trading, and different preferences, different time and time frames to look at the market, and so on. So your objectives and your expectations, and also the problems that you might have, might be different from the problems that other people have. And the less you know about trading, the more you're going to take out of this program, and generally out of the information I'm going to give you. And the reason for that, as you will learn later on, is that psychology is very important. And the more experience you had with the market, the more biases and the more beliefs you have created about how the market should really work. And that's not an advantage, it's a disadvantage. So if today you are new to trading, or you don't have a lot of knowledge, well, I can tell you that you have a slight advantage. Obviously, anybody who is self-aware, intelligent, and wants to succeed will and can succeed with this program. And I have the proof of several students in the last 4 sessions that are doing very, very well. I'll then speak about how the coaching program is organized. I'll give a little bit of detail of the first 8 modules, the core modules, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so thanks for watching this first part, introductory part. We're gonna move into the part 1 now.